Hello, it's time to make a painting about a moonlit sky using the art element of value. Here's how it's done. Start by tracing a circle shape. Put it somewhere up high on your paper, but not touching the edge. Dun, dun, dun. Trace, trace, trace. Okay, so that's the only part you need to trace for this project. You get a freebie on that one. The rest of these circles are all you. They shouldn't be perfect. They don't need to be perfect. You don't want to be perfect circles. Just draw a circle around your circle, and a circle around that circle, and a circle around that circle, and another circle, and it looks like you're going off the page because you are. Okay, so this is going to be the moon. It's glowing, and each of the rings is going to be a different shade of a color. You need about 6 or 7. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can measure about 3 fingers if you're worried about it. If you do too many, that's fine. If you don't do enough, we can make more. We'll make it work. This is easy peasy. Time to paint. Okay, so I picked green as my color, and I'm going to start with white and then mix the paint so that it gradually changes from white at the moon shape to green in the night sky, and then it goes darker all the way to black. So we're doing a full value scale from light to dark. So the first circle is just white. That's the moon. It's the brightest part of the night sky. I don't need to clean my brush because I just need a little bit of green to make a very light green for the next ring in the painting, or the next circle. So paint in a circle pattern around the white shape, a very light green, which means you need mostly white with a little bit of green. It's almost like a mint color. You might not choose green. You can have any color that you like for your moonlight sky, but I picked green for this day. So the next circle is going to be white with a little bit more green. Green with a little bit of white. That way it gets just a shade darker. Just make sure you go all the way around. Even if you go off the paper, totally fine. I know you know how to clean the table off when you're done. Okay, so white, very light green, light green. The next ring is going to be just green. No white, no black, just green. So clean the brush off and get all that extra white paint off the brush and the extra water, dry it off with a paper towel or squeeze it back into the water cup. And just go for it with green only. Just the color green. Back and forth, brush strokes are smooth and in the same direction. Looks really nice that way. Okay, so white, very light green, and green. Now it's time to start getting even darker, and that's where the black comes in. So the next string is going to be green with a little bit of black. So now we're making shades of the color green because we're mixing it with black. It's going to be green with just a little bit of black. It's just going to darken it from its original color a little bit, a darker shade of green. So fill in the next circle or ring with dark green by mixing just a little bit of black into your green paint. Go all the way to the edge. A little bit of black. Darken it right up. The next part of the painting is going to be an even darker green. So it's going to be green with a little more black mixed in. Smooth brush strokes, super important. And sometimes just putting a little bit of water on your brush will make the paint go a little farther, and that helps a lot, so you don't have to worry about mixing so much paint. Just use a little water. Okay, so that's my dark, dark green. And the very last part of the painting, whatever's left over, after you've got the darkest color you can make, then you're going to use just black for the last part of the painting. Black only. So clean the brush, get all the extra water off of it, dab it on the paper towel, and then go for it with only the black paint to finish it up. And that's it for the painting part of this project. You've gone from light to dark, making tints and shades of a color. It's easy and it's beautiful. You can do it. I hope you think it's fun. Okay, so you're going to set your painting aside to dry, and when it does, it's time for collage. Your artwork is now going to be a mixed media project because we're combining painting and collage into one finished piece. So you'll need your dried painting and some papers, pencils, permanent markers, scissors, glue stick, everything you need to cut and glue paper for a collage. I'm going to draw a tree. Watch. Start right about there, go down to the bottom, and I like to curve out like for the branch, or for the roots, I guess, of the tree, and curve all the way to the edge for a branch. Start back at the top, do the other side of the branch, and maybe add a few little twigs in at the end. Cut it out. All right. This tree can go on really either side of your picture, depending on where you want it. I think I like it over here. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so in this part of the video, you're not going to see me actually gluing anything down. And that's because, well, I forgot about it. So just enjoy watching me think of things to add to my artwork. You can do yours similar to mine, or you can kind of come up with your own little nighttime scene. I'm going to make an owl for my picture because I love owls, and you could do that too. Or if you want to make a different animal or creature of the night, you could do that. I think that would be really creative, and I can't wait to see what you come up with.
Now get to